Hi guys, so I'm here to do one of the videos like I had discussed on Instagram and Facebook. So after this you will see me blow out my hair myself so that you can see how you can do it at home as well. As you can see, my hair is all done and we're set. Just to go through a few things, because obviously over the blow dryer it's a little hard to hear, so I didn't do a lot of talking, if any at all. But there's keys to making a blowout work for you at home. You always want to start with good product. So the things that I always like to use in my hair personally, and I have pretty thick, fine, very straight hair. I obviously don't have a ton of it. I have shorter hair. So the techniques that you're going to see, if you've got, longer hair, it's going to take a little bit longer than the 15 minutes that it takes to do mine. And the first couple of times that you do it, it might take you half an hour. That's okay. You're going to finesse it because we've got nothing but time right now, right? So, in that case, let's start with what I used. So when I get out of the shower after I shampoo and conditioner, one of the first things I like to do is just to put in some sort of smoothing agent that's going to help with flyaways, that'll help repair some damage, and one of my favorite ones is the Olaplex number 6 Bond Smoother. A little bit goes a long way, and when I mean a little bit, I mean, for me, I use less than the size of a dime. Start at your mids and your ends. If you have a little bit left, bring it through to your tops. You're going to see me go like this, okay? When I do that, think about it. You're running your hands through your hair. You're running your fingers through your hair. If you've got product in between your fingers, you're really getting it saturated and you're properly moving the product throughout your hair. So that's what I start with. Then I use a texture gel from Amika called Hot Mess. One of my favorites. I will use this on my hair dry too instead of hairspray because I'm not the biggest fan of hairspray. If I do use it, it needs to be a touchable hold because I touch my hair a lot, which isn't always the best thing, but it's just so soft I have to play with it. The most important thing, if you don't use anything else, you have to use a heat protector. I am in love with KMS ThermaShape. Not only is this a heat protector, but it's going to accelerate the blow dry time that it would normally take you. So my hair, I think in the video, took about 15 minutes to do. This stuff, if I didn't use it, it would take about a half an hour to do. It really does cut the time way down. It helps get the moisture out of your hair and set it for what you're looking to do. Just make sure to shake it up because it is a bi-formula. So you do need to shake it. And a little bit goes a long way with that too. Spritz your hair, section it, spritz underneath, and then big important thing to do that not a lot of people do, take a wide tooth comb and brush everything through your hair. It's going to make a big difference. It's going to saturate your hair in places that you might have missed, and you're going to be able to have that product everywhere instead of just on the parts that you might have focused on without really knowing it. So, getting into that, I typically use 2 sizes on my hair when it comes to round brushes. I use the smaller round brush to get the curl underneath and to smooth the hair. For volume, and you'll see me focus on the crown area, which is like this lovely little part of your head where it starts to bend. I focus on bringing your hair up, rolling it down, letting it set for a few, and then pulling it out. It's going to give you good volume. Same in your bang area. If you want volume in your bang area, go with this guy. Important thing to do too is even if you have shorter hair than me, don't worry about freehanding in the sense of not sectioning your hair. I use duckbill clips all the time, or butterfly clips, or this guy is an alligator clip. This is one of my favorites. Section your hair so you're working in smaller sections. It'll be easier to control and easier to manage, and you'll be able to get really precise results that way. Last thing I'm going to say before we go into the video is your tools are pretty important as well. I had a friend ask me the other day, actually, what's a really good blow dryer to get? The thing with blow dryers that we as hairstylists use versus what you're going to use at home is we are looking for something that's going to stand the test of time. Because think about it. Think about how many times I'm blow drying somebody's hair during a day. That's a lot. You're only doing it once, maybe twice if you've got a date and you're going out or something. So it's important to have good tools, but tools that work economically for you as well. Biggest thing, get one with a nozzle. This is going to make it so that you're concentrating that airstream where you want it on the hair so that you're not blowing your cuticle out and making your hair frizzy. Another thing, actually, before I put that back on, if you do not have one, that's okay. Don't worry about it. Amazon's not shipping much of anything right now, so don't go on Amazon and try to order one. I'm going to tell you how to do it with that one. Avoid these grids here. These are going to get white hot because the mechanism behind it is the coil that heats your hair dryer. So if you're touching this to your hair, you're frying your hair off, basically. Don't do that. The hair burning smells bad. It doesn't look good, and then your hair is going to feel like straw. Don't do that. Hold it away like this. You're good to go. Last thing before I finish that I forgot to say is you're going to see me hold the blow dryer to the brush. The reason why I'm doing this is because these brushes are thermal brushes in the sense that they're going to get warm. They're going to get warm and they're going to help mold your hair into the direction in which you want it to go. So I curl my hair under and I flip it out, which you will see in the video. This is going to help do that without the use of a curling iron or a straightener. So just get it a little warm before you start using it. So yeah, let's get into the video, and if you've got any questions or you want to, give me an idea for the next video we can do, leave it in the comments. Other than that, I hope this is helpful, and it's definitely keeping me busy. It's something fun to do, gives me a reason to not look like a swamp witch. I can't wait to get back behind the chair and see your beautiful faces. Keep well, and we'll talk to you soon. Bye.